Hello, and welcome, ladies, gentlemen, shrews, to tonight's episode of Behind the Music. I am the generic host, and I'm here to take you on a behind-the-scenes look at your favorite musical artists, or perhaps your non-favorite musical artists. Tonight we will be focusing on the career of the Indecent poet. We will take a look at the rise, the fall again, the rock bottom, the further fall, and perhaps the new rise of what is one of the most intelligent, creative, and intriguing artists of our generation. Willard Saxby, better known by his stage name the Indecent Poet, was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, Montana, where it is said he has always possessed an interest in music and poetry.
From my earliest ages, I've always been sort of, interested. As a child, I'd stand in front of the telly, and I'd take a look at the people on VH1, MTV, Balthazar, Fester, the artists, the poets.
During his school days, Willard, known then as Ard, was not the most popular student. In fact, he was often teased and ostracized from his classmates, particularly for his acquiring of an accent despite his Montana lineage. It wasn't until his high school days that little Saxby finally found his calling when he joined the Poetry Slam choir. Under the direction of Vito Lynn Falsetto, Willard discovered his art.
Ah, yes, little Mr. Saxby. I remember him when he was just a child. Well, I suppose he was a freshman at the time, but, he was lovely. You see, I was his first ever choir director. So I like to take the credit for training him and teaching him every little thing he knows. Why, he'd never be where he was without me.
Willard was so successful during his time in choir that his name spread like wildfire. As his talent grew, he knew it was time for him to take his art to the next level. Willard, at the tender age of 17, began performing, writing his own lyrics and composing and stealing sample tracks all on his own. During this time he was known professionally by many names: Barty the Bard, Will I Was, and even Bardsack. Eventually, though, he settled on his now famous moniker, the Indecent Poet.
Well, as far as the name goes, the poet part was easy because I felt that I was giving to Harry Nothing a local habitation and a name. But the indecent part was because people felt that I was making sexual jokes, like I was abusing sexual humour, when in reality I just had a problem with my vocabulary at the time. For one time I thought I had devoured my lunch, but I told people I deflowered it, and the indecent thing stuck, it did.
Things, however, did not stay happy long. With his 18th birthday, the poet's luck ran out. He was conscripted into the war and forced to put his fledgling career on hold. The poet was sent to fight under Don Pedro in the four-part war against the armies of Don Juan, General Florence, and Commander Sonoy. Times were tough for the poet, and he never truly felt at home with his fellow soldiers.
Well, I never truly felt at home with my fellow soldiers. Watching us. They're watching us. Ding, 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 ding. You hear that? Hello? 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 Yeah? It's me. It's me, man. It's me. Shh. It's the president. Hello? Remember, no matter what they tell you, man, I am an ass. I'm an ass. I am an ass. Would you like to buy a watch? It's only £1 of flesh. Just kidding. Or am I? Yeah, I just about single-handedly won the war myself. I ain't no Benedict Arnold, that is. Why, I killed like 25, 420 tanks all on my own, and I got all the women too, like a 1 or 6 or one shit, one woman, and I fought a bear with my bare hands. Yeah, needless to say, I was all weird people, you know, and I, especially that one with the what, hood, a bigot we called him. I didn't get it. I mean, have not a Montana person eyes? Have we not passions, affection, senses? You know? It's weird. Oh, and all their names with Antonio. I didn't get it. I mean, was it like a baby boom and everybody's name was Antonio or something? It was strange. Strange.
As with most things in life, luckily enough, the war ended in just one act. Soon the soldiers were brought home and the poet was once again on the scene. Or was he? Tough times fell on the poet. The music industry had changed during the war and the nobles wanted nothing to do with it. It wasn't long before the poet fell in with some scoundrels and ragamuffins.
Ew. Whoa. There's like so much substance beneath the surface. There was one time where we were so wasted, and we went to the third floor of this one building, and all of a sudden go to the bathroom. Next thing I know, my pants are gone, and his pants are gone, and we're just pantsless on the third floor, and then we got caught and banned from the building.
And from here, things only got worse. The poet found himself locked in an identity crisis.
But really, I just didn't feel right, so I thought maybe I should try disguising myself just for the heck of it, you know, or you know, cross-dressing, different gender maybe, get a little inspiration or something. I mean, I tried to tell him that greatness, some people are born with greatness, some people find greatness, and other people have greatness thrust upon them. I tried to tell him he is none of these, and does he listen? No, I'm just a fool. I'm just Dr. Fool. Hello, I'm the poet's lover. For you see, I have seen her most beautiful on many occasions. We had a relationship, and I knew that at the very first moment that mine eyes beheld her, that I loved her. We did not have a relationship. I don't even know the guy. Bloody hell, he's seen me once. I was doing my experimental face, so I was in a dress, but that's it. I didn't even say two words to a guy. And he's claiming star-crossed lovers and whatnot. I wasn't even a good dress, you know? I mean, I didn't have a figure for it.
It seemed that the poet had reached rock bottom. The artist's struggle had become too much for him. His song became more and more eclectic, the feet had lost their iambs, and the meter was most certainly not in pent. But even when all seemed lost, as though nothing more could go wrong, rock bottom bottomed out.
I got writer's block. I didn't know what to write anymore.
Suddenly, in a twist of fate, a deus ex machina the likes of which could only be seen in All's Well That Ends Well, everything turned out perfectly fine and the poet released his newest song.
Oh yeah, in the most convenient sort of plot twist, it seems like everything just turned out fine and I suddenly wrote a new song. So yeah, I enjoy it. Thank you for sticking with me through it all. I love you fans, and keep on writing. And there you have it, the story of the indecent poet. Did he rise again? Well, that's going to have to be up to you. Just give his new single a listen. Unfortunately, it's too long for us to play it. And it seems our time has expired. So for tonight, goodbye. Until next time, if music be the food of love, play on.